Hey, it's Danielle over at DIYDanielle.com. One of the things I want to do, the last steps in our bathroom renovation, you can see I've got quite a bit finished now. We have these ceiling tiles here, and I wasn't 100% if they're good for an area where there's going to be a lot of moisture. I anticipate not, based on what I'm seeing. However, I don't have any information on it. So my assumption is going to be no. And I decided to replace it with a waterproof option. So I got these Genesis Drifts ceiling tiles, and they can replace these icky old tiles. These, I've installed one up here, and it was very simple to install. All you have to do is remove all of your tiles up here and replace them with these. Now, of course, you don't want to glue them in place or anything, because one of the benefits of having these types of ceilings is that you can remove them and get to all of your vents and anything you need to access up there. It's very convenient. So, you know, not a lot of work to do in terms of installing them. So I'm gonna show you a video of me doing this. I'll also cover really quick how to cut these. You're gonna need some tin snips. They work really well and they're pretty thin. Now, just to give you a comparison of what these look like, you can see the thickness difference here. There's quite a bit of difference. I don't know if it'll impact acoustics, but I don't care. Okay, the only one I have left is this one here. I'm gonna wait for my husband because I think it's gonna require some possibly undoing it, and I probably could figure it out, but I think there's an easy way to just take the cap off, and I was playing with it and I couldn't figure it out. So I'd rather just have him pop it off real quick than have to figure it out and mess something up accidentally. So I'm gonna go ahead and start reinstalling the new tiles on my own. Okay, so my next thing to do is take some cut pieces to put in the areas that are a little smaller. Now, rather than try to measure it all out, I have my original pieces. Now, of course, if you have to measure it, you have to measure it if you're starting fresh. But in this case, I have my panels, and I also have the old panels. So I can use them to draw on here. You could use a dry erase marker. It probably will come off. I might actually go get one. I was going to use a pencil, but dry erase is actually kind of a good idea. However, because the edges are going to be under a lip, you're probably going to be covering up any of your writing anyways, unless you accidentally mess up. Let me go ahead and draw these on, and then I will show you how they cut. Here, lined up. Okay, so I've got it lined up edge to edge. I'm just going to draw my line with my marker. Okay, so this is all set for me to go. I have tin snips. These are pretty cheap and they're worth having, so, you know. But it cut easy enough, so let's see how it goes up. Okay, that looks right, so.
Does it make any difference it's going in opposite directions?
Oh, don't. Yeah, it does. So as my mom pointed out, watching me do this, this was in the wrong direction. So I'm going to cut this for one of these smaller pieces. And cut the other one the correct way, so. Okay, so last panel besides the one that I have to cut out. So far, this has been super easy to cut. The only thing is occasionally it kind of goes off the line, and if you have the shears angled to the outside where you don't care if it cracks, it'll crack the part you don't need instead of the part you do need. It may cut better with something else. I just had these on hand, and it's what I cut the wall tiles with, so I thought it was similar, but they are a slightly different material. So anyways, gonna put my last one up besides this one. Gonna do that with my husband later, and yeah, let's finish this up. So far, this has been the easiest part of this entire project, including the parts I hired out to a contractor, which were way more time consuming and awful, and I had to run to the store for extra supplies while they were working. It's just, this has been way better. So I will say this has been my favorite product so far to use. And after smelling and dealing with like dust from this, and look at this, I'm kind of curious what happened here. After dealing with this, I would never buy these things again. So we'll see. Maybe I won't like the acoustics in here or something, but never again. Okay, so my husband got this down. He said he didn't do a very good job not breaking it, but whatever, not a problem. I still have this to trace, and that's all that's important, because what I'm gonna do is I'm just gonna trace this, and then I'm gonna try to use a knife on here, but this will help me keep the outline if I can get my thing off here. Okay, so after doing the tin snaps and this, I do think a utility knife using one of your old tiles or ceiling tiles actually as a backing is slightly better. I don't think it's cracking like the other one did. You don't get like a little offshoots of cracking, or at least I haven't yet. Maybe some of it's inevitable. I will say that I tried the dry erase on here. It works if you're going to be covering it up, but you don't want dry erase if it's going to be showing, because it doesn't erase 100%. So. Okay, so I'm just trying to carefully go the last little bit. But it's working well. I'm trying to try it. That's it. That's it. Okay, so I just want to pop this in. I'm going to have to figure out which direction to put it, and I'm done. Guys. Oh, why? Why do I do these things? Okay. Clearly, I'm going to have to recut this. This is the final look. You see I can fix all the I fixed all the ones that were in the wrong direction. We're ready to move on to our next step, which is the doors. Thanks so much for watching. Make sure to check out my blog, DIYDanielle.com, and keep an eye out for all of the other projects I have going on with this bathroom renovation. Take care. Have a great day.